Gee, I can't even keep my buttons buttoned and my tie straight. What on earth could I possibly be telling you? Well, first of all, check in the mirror before you start your video. And why do you want to do that? Well, you'd like it to actually look right and look like you know the difference between the right and the left. The subject at hand today is, how come I'm making lots of money and I don't have any money in my accounts? I cannot begin to tell you how many people I've talked to over the years who have made a decent income their whole lives and still don't have any money in their checking account, in their bank account, and in their investment accounts. They're tied straight. Now, why do all that optical illusion and what have you? Getting that tie in the right place is kind of a good example of what most folks' financial life is like until they list everything out, get a handle on it, get ready to understand the ins and outs of how to be successful financially. So, what's a Henry? A Henry is a family or person who has a high level of income, commonly in good health, might be blessed with a 401k possibility or an independent SEP IRA or 401k that can set up for one person or more than one person. And yet, darn it, they just are not accumulating any money. Let's start with the very most important thing to do when it comes to avoiding being old, sick, and broke. Spend less money than you make. It's that simple. We believe that Jesus saves and the rest of us have to learn to invest. You have a right to your own opinion and your own belief system. In terms of the saving and investing part, it turns out that if you don't save money on a regular basis and invest it, unless you're Elon Musk or some other amazing inventor, you're going to wake up and you're going to be older and wonder what the heck happened. Would you like to avoid doing that? I hope so. If you're blessed with a 401k, I'm going to highly recommend to you, one, understand what that is. 401k refers to an Internal Revenue Code section that allows employers to offer their employees an opportunity before they get paid to put money into a retirement account, get a tax deduction for it, meaning you don't pay income tax on it that year unless you take it out, and lets you accumulate that money tax deferred. What does that mean? Tax deferred simply means that if I put money in, let's say this is a 401k, it can accumulate over time, and I don't pay any income tax on the dividends, the capital gains. What's a dividend? Dividend is when an investment pays you money, which can be reinvested in the security or into your account in the money market account. What's a money market account? Money market account is an account that's kind of like a checking account, but it's not. It's a money market mutual fund, and that has some underlying securities within it, earns interest, and usually stays about $1, but not guaranteed. So if you have a 401k and you're an employer, I suggest to you that you strongly consider putting money in that on a regular basis before you get paid, which is called dollar cost averaging. If you do that for a long period of time and invest in a diversified portfolio, gee willikers, you too could be in your 60s or 70s and be financially independent. What does that mean in English? Financially independent means if you like drinking Pellegrino water, which is from Italy, and I do because my genetics come from Italy, you can afford to buy Pellegrino water. If you want to have a cool telephone, you can have a cool telephone and pay for it and afford to pay for it. And if you have some health challenges, you can go ahead and have the proper insurance to go ahead and meet those particular needs. What prevents people from, saving and investing on a regular basis? Commonly, it's spending more money than you make, which causes a deficit, which commonly can cause credit card debt or other kind of debts and inconvenience. How do you avoid doing that? If you do, in fact, have the opportunity to have a 401k, big fan of 401ks, by all means, consider contributing to it on a regular basis. You can sign up for that with your employer and get that done and just be done with it in terms of that. When you get distracted like I am right this second in terms of something that appeared on my screen, you're going to concentrate on what you're doing next and go from there. How do you pick the investments? That's something that I highly recommend sitting down with a financial advisor and doing some research on your own. There's a number of websites you can do that on, or you can just give us a call at Checki Financial, and we'll be happy to consult with you. But save on a regular basis is absolutely essential. Also, establishing a cash reserve. What the heck is that? It used to be called a checkbook or a bank account, way back when it was called a savings account, but accumulating some money in cash to meet your emergencies and opportunities. Let's go over what those are. An emergency is, gee willikers, my landline telephone broke and I need another telephone. Or, gee, a tree fell on something and I need to get that tree cleaned up. But having money handy to go do that is a wonderful, comforting, peace of mind sort of thing. Commonly, what prevents people from going from a Henry, high income, not rich yet, to being old and wondering what in the heck happened is continue to spend more money than you make. If you can flip that and make more money than you spend and save some of that in between, you can be taking your trips, paying for them in advance, sending your kids to school if that's what you choose to do. You can go ahead and have a good, prosperous life, but still do it within reasonable parameters so that you can actually spend less money than you make, accumulate money over time, experience the miracle of compounding when after a while you look at your accounts and you realize, yeah, I put in this much, I have this much. Good idea. And the answer is over a period of time. Let's say you invested in the United States stock market. If you had done that for 20 years, the probability that you would have more money than you started out with is 100%. Let me say that to you slowly. If you invest in dollar cost averaging over time in just the whole stock market itself, and there are such things to go ahead and do that with, you would have more money than you put in there. That's just how it works. But how about if I got scared because somebody just got elected to office and I'm scared to death what's going to happen? The multiples are too high. What should I do? If you stick with it, dollar cost average over time, you too will avoid being old, sick, and broke. We have not come up with a nickname for old, sick, and broke yet. I guess I'll start working on that. But we enjoy helping our clients be healthy, wealthy, and wise. How do you do that? If you have good habits, good genes, congratulations. You too can live well, accumulate wealth, entertain, educate, and provide for your family and friends, or just family, or just friends, depending upon what your goals are. Have fun. Be well. This is John Joseph Checki Jr., certified public accountant, certified financial planner, and accredited investor. See you soon. Bye.